The City of Toronto announced that 54 of its outdoor skating rinks will open up this Saturday. But before you plan on going, there are some things you should be aware of.
The big change is that we have to reduce capacity in terms of having no more than 25 skaters on an ice surface at one time, and that people have to reserve time in order to attend, which will really help control crowds. So we've created an online reservation system, which we're encouraging people to use in order to book that time, know they have that time, and then we're going to have 45-minute leisure skates all day, 7 days a week, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to make the ice as available as possible to as many people who wish to skate.
The city says masks must be worn in lineups.
Strongly recommended when you're on the ice, maintaining a distance well if you're waiting in any kind of line. And we have a number of washrooms that are available for people to use throughout the park system. We're expanding the availability of those washrooms. So there's etiquettes around how to, use those washrooms.
As for Toronto's two ski hills, Centennial Park and Earl Bales, they are set to open January 1st, but plans for that are still being worked out.
So we're working to understand how the provincial regulations have to modify the way in which we would deliver ski programming. So I would say more to come, but we're going to make every effort to make ski and snowboarding available and obviously as safe as possible.
Every ski and snowboarding hill across the country is planning to open up this year, but things are looking a little different.
Resorts are open in the west. In some cases, British Columbia, parts of Alberta, they've had snow that they haven't seen in 5 years. And so resorts like Sun Peaks, just outside of Kamloops, they're almost fully open and are enjoying it. Here in the east, it's not quite our season yet. The ski season is going to look a bit different this year. There will be capacity limitations at resorts because, of course, we do respect what our provinces are putting out in terms of health rules. 2 meter distancing, mask wearing, hand sanitizing, all the things that we're really familiar with in everyday life now are the rules of the road for Canadian skiers.
Paul Pinchbeck, president of the Canadian Ski Council, says demand is high this season and they're prepared for it.
We've seen significant demand for our businesses. I believe that Canadians are active and they're active year-round in winter. And so far, bookings for seasons passes and pre-sold tickets are up. Our industry has had just about 8 months now to prepare. Once we got done caring for our communities and our employees and our businesses back in March when we shut down, we started planning. Of course, we also had a big lab in the Southern Hemisphere called Australia and New Zealand, who were into winter operations while we were planning. And so they were part of that group that helped us get ready.
But before you show up to the slopes, make sure you book ahead of time.
The walk-up day of ticket will be a scarce commodity this year because resorts will be very sensitive to making sure that we can maintain our capacity.
The industry has prepared a document called Ski Well, Be Well to ensure the safety of everyone that plans on going skiing or snowboarding. To find out more information on that, there's a link on our website, citynews.ca, under Extras. For City News, I'm Stella Acquisto.